Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Had a few requests and a few questions about regen in the PHEV version of the Formentor. This will apply to Leon as well. In that, what's the best regen to use? How do you set the regen? Where is it in the system? Now, prior to the 1896 Alpha 1896 update and also the A896 update, which was done over the air, it was all in different places. So it's moved basically. So I'll show you where it goes. I'll very quickly show you how to do that, and I'll have a quick chat about regen itself. So you need to go into the car picture, and then across here go to battery, and now all your stuff to do with the PHEV is here. So you can change it to hybrid, to E-mode. E-manager's got all your information in there, etc, etc. This is all subject to a separate video, so I'm not going to go into this. And then you've got your regen here, your recuperation as it's called here. 3 settings. Low, as you can imagine. You do get some retardation on it when you come off the throttle. Not a great deal though. That's a typical thing for the car, isn't it? Stop working. This is the trouble with Cupras. They just do this. They're a bit of a mare. Let's try something else. No, the whole thing's locked up. So, a lot of these problems did go away, but I thought they had anyway. So, stand by. I'm going to restart the car and have another go. Okay, so I've shut the car down, open the door, which you need to do to make it turn off, and we're going to have another go at this. But nothing's working again. Oh, this is turning out to be a slightly different video to what I intended. Most of the problems I've had, I didn't really have many problems with the interface, to be honest. The issues I had with it was the ACC on the motorway, where it was thinking cars were on the inside, even though I'm right-hand drive, and it wouldn't let me overtake. But as to software problems, I've not really had much bother with it compared to some people. And I've often extolled the virtues of this system, and it's not as bad as some people think. But then just every now and again, this is probably the second time this has happened since I've had the car. You just get this when nothing's working, nothing's happening. You can turn looks like the climate control's working, which is good in this weather. But and that's working. But we don't have. Oh, is it back again? Is it back again? Let's have a look. Ah, we've gone functional again. Okay, so as I was saying though, you get this now and again, these little glitches with the Volkswagen equipment, and I won't lie, it's just underdeveloped. Yeah, this all seems to be working again. It's an undeveloped system. Tesla must be basically laughing the bollocks off at some of the European makers' efforts at this, but especially Volkswagen. I think they're just way behind the curve. Looks great, works great most of the time, but I just don't think it's good enough. This isn't. But anyway, that was a temporary thing, so it's back again. Let's just go back to what I was talking about. So, see if we can get this to work this time. Yeah. Go into battery, and then you've got your choices of your things. As I was saying before, quite low retardation. You do still get some, but not a great deal. You can't really tell it's almost on. So I don't really bother with that. Don't use automatic, because basically I find the one fault of the Formentor is that the brakes don't feel brilliant when they're not recuperating in the phev. And on automatic it sort of exaggerates that? Is that the right word? Exaggerates? It makes it worse, anyway. In that you'll suddenly get recuperation assisting your braking when you're not expecting it, and it doesn't assist you when you are expecting it. So automatic turns it off and on itself. Basically in the town it'll have it on the motorway it won't, but obviously in the UK, especially in Europe, it's not like in America where you're in the city blocks or you're on the highway. You're not. Everything's mixed up. It's all over the place in the UK. You're fast roads, slow roads, little corners, long corners. That can all be within 2 miles. So what suits me is to go into high. I find with that is that I get assistance with the braking, and the brake pressure feels much nicer in that. You feel the car, just feels nicer. The brakes feel more effective like that. The recuperation's good. I also like the fact when you're going into bends or when you come to a halt, it starts to brake. You're not thinking of having to brake yourself as you come onto a corner. You come to the throttle and it slows you down slightly. It shows you down adequately, I think, without having to touch the brakes, which is nice. It makes a smoother drive. I do enjoy that. It simulates really if you're in a manual car and you'd be changing gear to go down a little bit just to change into a corner, but it assists. It's an electric motor as well. It's a different thing. So that's what I like to use. You choose your own. Automatic, it's a bit of a novelty, so I just don't like it, so I'll leave it on high. The only thing I would say is that if I was on the motorway all the time, and it's probably more efficient to go onto the low because you don't always want the braking on high speed. It feels like it's retarding the car slightly. But anywhere I'm going to be using braking, so normal A roads, towns, definitely leave it high. It seems to suit it much better. Anyway, that was just a very quick video. That's turned out to be slightly different to what I thought it was going to be. But if you haven't done so already, I'd appreciate if you subscribe and like. It just encourages me to get out of the house and get some more videos done. Keep intending to do one on acceleration in Cupra from a standing start using the start control, launch control. So I'll probably do that one next. I've not used that myself, so it'd be interesting to do that and just see what sort of results we get and how it feels. Anyway, okay then, thanks very much. All the best, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.